think most of you know me. Matt Olson from Berlin Seventh-day Baptist Church. I was asked to come here today as the poor man's John Maxwell, I think. So we'll see how that goes. But I should let you know right up front that I have nothing to say to you, but I think it got us. So let's hope that's true. Let's pray that's true together. Let's pray real quickly just to shore me up a little bit. So, Lord, I thank you for you. And I ask you to be with us now. That our ears and hearts will be opened. In Christ's name, amen. I've had a lot of mentors in my life. You might know some of them. Rod Henry, so Earl Kuzan, Herb Saunders, who actually was pastor here for a few years. So they're all good mentors, the best in the business, actually, I think. So, but I think my single most important mentor was probably Ernest K. B. Jr. Amen. So the Reverend Dr. Ernest K. B. Jr., I should say, and he taught me, maybe in some ways everything. How to dress. So maybe, I think this is okay. So we're just thinking of him. So how to dress. How to be on time. He taught me that. The importance of preparation. See if you recognize this. Fail to plan, plan to fail. He told me that a lot. So, he also taught me the value of failure. How to get up again, to start again after you fail. Because when I first started out, I was only a fair amount, but he would be there for me regardless. In fact, I think it's fair to say that without Ernest, I would not be a pastor today. It's largely from his influence and guidance. It was Ernest who invited me to apply as National Youth Worker, to apply for that position. It's Ernest who worked with me one-on-one at the Board of Christian Education in Upper Station, New York. It's Ernest who equipped me when I felt inadequate for the task that I was called to. It was Ernest who encouraged me when I felt overwhelmed by the task that I was called to. Ernest was there for me thick or thin. He urged me to attend seminary, and maybe the hardest thing of all, let me go when it was time for me to move back to the Midwest and go to Catholic Theological Seminary. Ernest is gone. I miss him quite a bit, but I still have mentors. I still have people who speak into my life. And one of the people who have is called Canopy. Maybe you're familiar with that as well. So, but that's a group of pastors who meet from New York State and Pennsylvania, and about every other month we meet together. And those men and women speak into my life and give me guidance and help me to be a better pastor, a better leader. Because really, at the end of the day, mentors are just leaders. Mentors are a kind of leader, a person who speaks into the life or guides a person, helps them along the way, that they might then be able to lead or guide others. We've all had mentors or leaders. I'm sure every person here has had at least one or two people who fulfill that function. And we probably have people like that right now. So you can probably think of the people in your life who do that for you or done that for you, and think of them warmly and fondly of the ways in which they helped you become the person that you are. As I think about the mentors that I had, I think of the things they have in common. They were all men or women of integrity. They all walked with God in humility. They all sought God diligently. But there's something else they had in common, something that I'm sure of. I don't know who they were for every one of them, but I'm sure they all had mentors or leaders as well. People who helped them to become the men and women they were in ministry and faith. And that's true because that's a basic principle of leadership I want to talk about today. And that's this. You cannot lead if you will not follow. You cannot lead if you will not follow. Leaders are led. Leaders are led. If you remember nothing else from this sermon, and you probably won't, remember that. You cannot lead if you will not follow. And leaders are led. We see that in the life of Moses, who was a great leader, right? He was named. We just named him in the Sabbath school class as one of the great leaders. They're listing leaders, and Moses was the very first person named as a leader in the Bible. Very first name that came out of anyone's mouth was Moses. And maybe you could make a case that he was the greatest leader in the Old Testament. In fact, I would think that most Jewish people would think of him as being the greatest leader they ever had. Moses was a great leader. He was a great leader for lots of reasons, but we're going to look at Exodus 18, 17 through 27 today and see what it was in that particular passage that showed us that Moses was a great leader. So let's take a look at that. Exodus 18, 17. I'm a little nervous. I don't know why it is, but when I come here, I got to follow with Carl's footsteps. I don't know about that. And so I watch him on the video, and he's got no notes. I'm on the room, he's got these props. And so this is a little pressure right now. But we're going to look at Exodus. Did I get that right? I hope I get that right. So, Exodus, and we're looking at chapter 18, verses 17 through 23. So let's just put it up here. It's there. Look at that. So, you'll have to scroll. This is going to be the English Standard Version. I'm going to be reading on the New American Standard, so I happen to have it in my hand. So it'll be a little different, but roughly the same. So let's listen to this story. A little backstory, sorry. Moses is hard at work, doing what he's supposed to do, and his jerk father-in-law shows up and points out he's doing wrong like always. So, not that I know, I'm good. So, Jethro counsels Moses, this is 17 through 23. And Moses' father-in-law said to him, "The thing that you are doing is not good." The thing that he was doing was that he was trying to go it alone. He was trying to lead all these many thousands of people by himself. He was trying to be their teacher, their leader, their judge, everything. He was going to do it all by himself. And Moses' father-in-law saw that. What really happened was his daughter called him and complained because Moses never was home and spending time with her. So he trots over and says, "What you're doing," he says, "is not good. You will surely wear out both yourself and these people with you." So the problem was that you could see that Moses was going to burn out. And if Moses burned out, their leader, that would actually affect the people too. So it was a problem for all of them. Not just for Moses, the leader, but also for his people. It was going to harm both Moses and God's people if he kept going the way he was going. These people who are with you, if the task is too heavy for you, you cannot do it alone. He says, now listen to me, and Jethro gives him some counsel. But he also adds to that, you'll see, this little bit here where he tells him, this is what I tell you, this is my advice. He said, but check this with God, he says. Make sure it's okay. This is what I'm thinking as I look at the situation. This is what my daughter told me before I came over here. This is what she said to do. But I'm going to tell you because it's better for me to tell you. So, listen to me, I shall give you counsel, and God, he says, be with you. God be with you. God guide you in this. This is what I say, this is what I think. You be the people's representative before God, and you bring your disputes to God. Then teach them the statutes and the laws, and make known to them the way in which they are to walk, and the work they are to do. So he says, here's your job. This is what I want you to do. You're going to be the representative to God, first of all. You're going to be the one who calls on God. You're going to be the one who teaches people the way to walk. You're going to teach them how to work. You're going to teach the things that God has called to do. You're the teacher, you're the leader, you're the person who does those things. And then you're going to do all those things. And the last thing you're going to do is you're going to train some people to do some of the stuff that you're doing now that you probably shouldn't be doing. So he says, furthermore, you should select out of all the people able men who fear God, men of truth, those who hate dishonest gain, and you shall place these over them as leaders of thousands, of hundreds, of fifties, and of tens. So he gives them a system. He says, this is what we're going to do. You got this job over here, and then you're going to give the rest of what you do to other capable leaders, and they're going to then oversee groups of certain numbers, and you'll make sure that everybody's problems are dealt with in a timely manner, and you won't be the only person doing this. But here's what struck me about this particular passage. Take a look at how he describes the people that he wants Moses to appoint. You should select out of all people able men who fear God, men of truth, those who hate dishonest gain. And the interesting thing about that list is he doesn't say a single word about their ability. He talks about their integrity. He he talks about their integrity. The things he lists are things men of integrity, women of integrity have. He wants Moses to pick men of integrity. He's not worried about whether they're tallest, the handsomest, or they're natural leaders, or what have you. He's not concerned about any of those things. He says, this is what you do. You look for men of integrity, and you appoint them over the people. And so, that's his recommendation to Moses. Because integrity is more important than ability when it comes to being a leader. If you think to yourself, well, I can't be a leader, I can't be a mentor because I'm not as good looking as Pastor Matt, my car's not as cool as his is, he's got a good looking wife, all these things that you see about me, they think are so awesome. Those have nothing to do with my integrity, those have to do with my ability. So, with my just awesomeness. But the integrity is what God is focused on. And so, as long as you can be a person of integrity, he's telling Moses here, Jethro is, by God, I think, you can be a leader, a mentor. Fear God, truthful, hate dishonest gain. And before we went further, I wanted to be able to explain to you, I want you to understand what I mean when I talk about integrity. So I brought a prop. So, nice, huh? So, I got some good swag. Can you see it, Lisa? Yeah. Okay, so, is it better? Yeah. Can you see better now? All right, so that's a sermon like this. Good. Who said this? I heard this. So, anyway, the reason I brought this is because I want to think about integrity in this way. This is how I want you to picture integrity in your head when we're talking about integrity or when that word comes up. How did you get Ellis out of his blanket? Now, you could crumple it up, right? Is Elvis still there? Right? You could cover it up. So it was a sinner. So, you could cover it up. Is Elvis still there? Now, you could cut it up, right? You could take a scissors and you could cut out Elvis's face and do that, I suppose. But then you would destroy the blanket. It no longer is a blanket anymore. It's just ruined once you cut it up. And I want to think of integrity this way. I want to think of integrity as having God so woven into your life, into the fabric of your being, that you can't help but follow him. So that he is so infused into your person that unless you destroy it, God can't be removed. You can't get Elvis out of this blanket. You could paint it black, but Elvis would still be there. You could fold it and put it in a container, but you take it out, Elvis is still there. He's there. And that's what we want to think about as integrity, is God being so woven into the fabric of our being, so being so woven into our lives. Thank you. So woven so deeply into us that it's just who we are. It just naturally comes out. It's just there all the time. It can't be covered, it can't be hidden, it can't be folded, it can't be crumpled, it can't be cut out. It's just there. God is so woven in the fabric of our being that he is there. I heard someone say once, it's so much so that you're a Christian whether anybody's looking or not. Right? So you're just always filled with the Spirit, always in contact with God, always walking with God, always close to God. That's integrity. Having God so woven into your being. And that's what Jethro told Moses to look for. Men who had God so woven into their being that it couldn't be separated out. Those are the kind of men he was looking for. People of integrity who will really had God infused into themselves, who had made a strong connection with God. And he goes on, and let them judge the people at all times, and let it be that every major dispute they will bring to you, but every minor dispute they themselves will judge. So he's making it easier and helping to solve the problem. Moses can endure, he says, or last. He can hold on, and the people will have peace. That's the solution, if he'll do what he's suggesting. So easier for you, and they will bear their burden with you. If you do this thing and God so commands you, again, check with God, make sure this is what God wants you to do, but if God so commands you, then you'll be able to endure, like I just said, hold on, hang on, not burn out, and all the people also will go to their place in peace. As you know, Moses followed Jethro's counsel and let that happen. Because Moses was demonstrating that very important principle. What was the principle?
Leaders are led.
Leaders are led. That was the principle. Integrity you can remember if you want to, but you can forget integrity if you want to, don't forget Elvis by any means. But, so, you can't lead if you won't follow. Leaders are led. And Moses allowed us to be led. This is Moses, right? Greatest leader ever, most awesomest leader in the Old Testament. And he lets Jethro. Who's Jethro? Right, Jethro's just following him off, but he's the guy on Beverly Hillbillies. He's a lot serious, right? So he lets him come So he lets Jethro speak into his life because he knows that leaders are led, that you cannot lead if you will not follow. Now, of course, he checks out with God, and God says, yes, this is a good plan, and he follows that plan. But leaders are led. So Moses was a great leader, at least in part because he was led. And that's true of all leaders. That is true of any leader you can think of. It's even true of Jesus, our leader. Now, you might think to yourself, Jesus, I mean, he's the Son of God, right? Through him all things were created. He's the Lord of Lords. He's the King of Kings. He's the big boss. He's got the cattle on 1,000 hills. Whatever he wants. He tells himself what to do. I don't walk up to Jesus and say, Jesus, I got a suggestion. And it doesn't work that way, right? He's the boss. You think that he can do whatever he wants. And by definition, he's God. He can do whatever he wants. There's nothing that limits him. He's God. He can speak things into existence if he wants. He can say, let there be bread, let there be fish. He feeds 5,000. It's there. So this is God we're talking about. This is a pretty powerful God. But we see, if we read our Bible, that in fact, even Jesus was a leader, was led. I'll just give you a couple verses. You can think of them as proof texts if you want to. I prefer to think of them as not proof texts, but how are we going to do it? This is John 5:19. Jesus therefore answered and was saying to them, truly, truly, I say to you, the Son can do nothing of himself unless it is something he sees the Father doing. For whatever the Father does, these things the Son also does in like manner. He follows the lead of the Father. He is led by the Father. This leader, Jesus, the greatest leader ever, is led. Look also at John 6:30. I like Matthew a lot today for some reason. Well, it is me. So, John 6:38. For I have come down from heaven, not to do my own will, but the will of him who sent me. Jesus was a leader who was led. He even understood that you cannot lead if you will not follow. And so while he was here on earth, he was following the Father's will precisely, exactly, perfectly, so that he could save us, so that he could do what he had been sent to do. Jesus, our leader, knew that you cannot lead if you will not follow, because leaders are led. And so, that's it. All you have to do is follow. Be men and women of integrity. Fear God, be of the truth, hate dishonest gain. After all, it's our integrity, right? Not our ability. But you and I know it's not that easy. I can say, be a woman of integrity. Go. It doesn't really work that way. It's actually difficult to be a person of integrity. It's actually hard to attain to that. That's because you can't make yourself a person of integrity. It is not in you. It is not in you to make yourself a person of integrity. I can't declare myself a man of integrity. I can't just decide I'm going to have integrity. I can't go to Walmart with integrity. So, can you? I don't know. I haven't tried. So I'm pretty sure you can't go to Walmart. Maybe Dollar General. It's a pretty nice store. So I'm pretty sure you can't purchase that anywhere. And you can try. And you can work at it. But you'll always come to the end of yourself. Because you can't weave Jesus into the fabric of your life. That is something that is done in you, not by you. That is something that God does in you, the Spirit does in you as he works in your life. You become a person of integrity because Jesus declared you to be a person of integrity. And then does the work that helps you to attain to what he's already said you are. Jesus does that with the Holy Spirit. Right? We know that this is what Jesus does. Jesus declares us righteous because of his death on the cross. Because Jesus paid the price for my sin and for your sin. He says, you are not righteous. Now, when Jesus declares that, am I righteous? In God's eyes, I am. But I know in my own life, I'm not. And I go through that process of sanctification. God works in my life, and I slowly become a righteous man. Not by my own effort, although I cooperate. Although when I see God working, I go to where he's working. But I understand there's really God at work with me, the Holy Spirit at work with me, who's making those changes to help me become the man I'm supposed to be, who's making me righteous, man who's declared righteous. The same thing is true of integrity. God has declared us people of integrity, and we're in the process of becoming that person, of allowing the Spirit to work in us. And so I want you to get discouraged and think to yourself, well, I tried to be a man of integrity, or a woman of integrity, and it didn't work. It wouldn't work if I did it for myself. Because the Spirit doesn't through me. The Spirit working in me helps me become a person of integrity. Again, because you can't do that in the fabric of your life. That's done in you, not by you. And you can certainly ask for integrity, and you should ask for integrity. You can certainly commit to follow Jesus, and you should commit to follow Jesus. But Jesus brings it about. And we are in the same place we always have. We are called to deny ourselves, take up our cross, and follow Him. You see, take up our cross and follow Him. Take up our cross and follow Him. Because you cannot lead if you will not follow. Leaders are led. So this is my message for you this morning and for the association, and really maybe in some ways the denomination. God is looking for churches, associations, denominations, full of people pursuing integrity with God's help. That's what He's looking for this morning. That's what He's looking for from you as an association, from you as individual churches, from our denomination as a whole. And I know that it works because, my story doesn't start with being National Youth Director. My story actually starts in a little tiny town in northern Wisconsin called Auburn. It's a little tiny Seventh-day Baptist church full of men and women who were striving to live with integrity. We saw a young man who was lost, and we invited him in, and we shepherded him and cared for him, nurtured him and mentored him, and helped him come to a place where he could come to understanding what Christ had done for him. And he might walk forward and Nicky Cruz crusade, and ask Jesus to be his Savior. And that was the hard work of people. And I got to tell you, those people weren't perfect. They did not do this perfectly, but they did it consistently. They did it persistently. They didn't give up on me. They didn't walk away from me. They kept trying. And let me tell you, I pushed them away. I didn't want any part of that. But they kept trying. They kept going. They were consistent, persistent, not perfect. None of us here are perfect. No person is going to do this perfectly. But they were consistent and persistent about trying to help me understand the gospel, about loving me enough to tell me who Jesus is, and to speak into my life and to mentor me and lead me after I became a Christian. Again, not perfectly, but consistently. Such churches consistently striving to set the example will turn the world upside down. An association that consistently produces men and women of faith who teach others also will be the result of seeking that integrity, of seeking to allow ourselves to follow so that we can lead. Such a denomination will consistently yield men and women who have Jesus woven into the fabric of their lives. I think about Ernest, and I'm not the only person who was influenced by Ernest. If you were to grow, I tried this before, I didn't bring with me, but I tried it. I wrote on Ernest's name, and the men that I knew that he'd spoken to the lives of. And then I wrote the names of the men who had spoken into the lives of those who came after them. And I can do it again at a level. It's amazing the influence Ernest had. So, spoken to the lives of a few men, who spoke to the lives of a few men, who spoke to the lives of a few men and women all day long. And suddenly at the bottom, you have this wide list, and this one little guy at the top. That's what God is calling us to. So that generational thing where we're speaking to the lives of those who follow after us, so they become mentors and leaders. And that begins when we follow God with integrity. He provides the strength for us to do so. Again, that integrity is nothing we produce through our own efforts. It's produced by the power of God who is at work within us for that very purpose of weaving the likeness of Jesus into the fabric of our lives. That integrity is on us because we were placed here by God for His glory, according to His purpose. It is through Him alone that we are able to follow at all as men and women of integrity. And thus it is our calling to follow God who leads us to good work, the good work prepared for us beforehand. And following God with integrity begins with the knowledge that you cannot lead if you will not follow, because leaders are led. Amen.